Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the English Radio Channel, the best place to practice your listening skills. I am your host, Mark, and I am so happy to have you here for another session of learning and growth.
Hello, everyone. I am Sarah, your co-host, and I am very happy, too, to be back in the studio with you today.
Sarah, you look great today. You look very bright and full of energy.
Thank you, Mark. I went for a long, quiet walk in the park this morning.
That sounds nice, and you really seem to have good energy right now.
I do feel good because the fresh air helped me think clearly about my future.
That is perfect, because today's topic is talking about dreams, goals, and future plans.
That is a great topic. I know it can be a little scary for some students, though.
It is a common topic, but the grammar for the future can be tricky.
I agree, but it is very important for connecting with people and making friends.
Before we start, please subscribe to the channel. Also, please like this video if you enjoy our lessons.
Liking the video helps us reach more students around the world.
It also helps our community grow, so we can keep making these free lessons.
I feel so happy when new people join our family from different countries.
Your support makes this radio channel possible, so thank you for being here.
Are you ready to dream big in English? Let's start the lesson now.
We will speak slowly today. We want everyone to understand.
That sounds like a perfect plan. Let's begin.
Remember that every expert was once a beginner.
That thought makes me feel more confident.
Let's take that confidence and talk about the future right now.
I am ready whenever you are, Mark.
Great. Let's relax and think about where we want to be in 5 years.
Thinking about it makes me feel excited and a little nervous.
Being nervous is normal, but we will turn that into excitement today.
I trust you to help us, Mark.
Sarah, why do you think discussing goals is so vital for someone learning the English language?
I think it is essential because we use it constantly in job interviews and when meeting new people.
That is true, and I remember needing these specific phrases when I first applied for a job abroad.
It's also a matter of cultural politeness in many places to ask others about their aspirations.
Showing genuine interest in someone's future is a great way to build a strong, lasting friendship.
Exactly. And today, we will show you how to do that using very simple, manageable steps.
We want to make sure you don't feel overwhelmed by the complexity of the future tenses.
First, we will look at basic vocabulary, then share some stories, and finally, we will practice a scenario.
This structure helps you build a solid foundation before you try to speak more fluently.
It's like building a house. You need a strong base before you can put the roof on.
I love that metaphor, Sarah, because learning English is definitely a long-term construction project.
And just like a house, it takes patience and the right tools to get the job done correctly.
We are here to provide those tools and guide you through the building process step by step.
I am ready to build, Mark. Let's dive into the core of our conversation.
Let's start a role play where we pretend to be two old friends meeting for a quick coffee.
That sounds fun. So, Mark, what is your biggest professional goal for the coming year?
I really want to establish a community garden in my neighborhood.
That is such a generous goal, while my own goal is focused more on learning a new musical instrument.
Our goals are quite different, but they both require a lot of personal dedication and time.
You are right, and I am currently looking for a vibrant teacher to help me stay motivated.
By vibrant, do you mean someone who has a lot of energy and a very positive attitude?
Yes, exactly. I need someone who makes the music lessons feel exciting rather than like a boring chore.
Why did you decide to pick up a new instrument at this specific point in your life?
I think it is important to keep challenging my brain in new, creative, and artistic ways.
Does the instrument you chose have a very difficult learning curve for a beginner?
It's the cello, so yes, it's quite a challenge to get the notes to sound right.
I admire your courage because the cello is known for being a very soulful but demanding instrument.
It is, but I find the deep sound of the strings to be very relaxing after a long day.
That is a great reason to pursue a goal, finding something that brings you peace and joy.
Exactly. Goals shouldn't just be about work, they should be about your happiness, too.
Our dreams often change as we grow and experience more of the world, don't they?
They certainly do. What was your favorite grown-up dream when you were just a little boy?
When I was 7, I was absolutely convinced that I would become a famous, brave astronaut.
That is so charming and classic.
I used to wear a large cardboard box on my head and pretend my bedroom was a rocket ship.
Did you ever try to actually launch your rocket ship from your parents' backyard?
I did, but my rocket was only made of paper and tape, so it didn't survive the first rainstorm.
That is a funny image, but my childhood dream was actually quite the opposite of yours.
Oh, what did you want to be instead of a daring space traveler?
I wanted to be a librarian in a very small, quiet town where I could read books all day.
You just used a great phrase that our listeners should know, quite the opposite.
It is a useful idiom that means something is completely different from what was mentioned before.
For example, Mark wanted to go to space, but I wanted to stay in a quiet room, which is quite the opposite.
That is a perfect way to use that specific idiom in a natural-sounding sentence.
I think it is fascinating how our paths lead us to places we never expected to go.
I agree, because even though I am not a librarian, I still spend my life working with words.
Do you ever miss that quiet dream of the small-town library, Sarah?
Sometimes, especially when the city gets too loud, but I love the excitement of my current life.
I feel the same way about my space dream. I'm happy to have my feet on the ground now.
It is good to be grounded, but it is also good to keep looking up at the stars.
Sarah, what is a specific mistake you often hear when people talk about their future in English?
Many people use will when they should actually use going to for their fixed planned events.
Could you give us a clear example of the wrong way to say it in a sentence?
A student might say, I will have dinner with my mom tomorrow, even if the plans are already made.
And what would be the right way to express that clear intention to our listeners?
It is much better to say, I'm going to have dinner with my mom tomorrow.
That makes it clear that the plan is already decided, settled, and marked on your calendar.
Is there anything you personally dislike about the way people talk about goals, Mark?
I don't like it when people feel pressured to have a perfect plan for every single year of their life.
I feel the same way. It is perfectly okay to tell someone that you are still exploring your options.
Culturally, in many English-speaking countries, it is very acceptable to be in between goals.
That is a great point, as honesty is often valued more than having a fake or forced plan.
However, when you do have a plan, using the correct grammar makes you sound much more confident.
It also helps avoid confusion, especially in a professional environment like an office.
Imagine telling your boss you will finish a report when you should have said you are going to finish it.
One sounds like a vague promise, while the other sounds like a solid commitment to the task.
Let's do a quick recap of everything we have learned about each other's dreams today.
To recap, you wanted to be an astronaut, you like gardening, and you value having a flexible life plan.
And to recap your points, you love quiet parks, you want to learn the cello, and you were a quiet dreamer.
We both have very interesting journeys that brought us here to this radio station.
If you were at a job interview right now and they asked about your future, what would you say?
I would say, I am going to focus on developing my leadership skills to help this company grow.
That is a perfect answer because it uses going to for a clear professional intention.
What would you say if a friend asked you about your dreams for your personal life?
I would say I dream of traveling to every continent and seeing the wonders of the world.
I dream of is such a beautiful way to start a sentence about your biggest wishes.
It adds a touch of emotion and passion to the conversation that I plan to just doesn't have.
I think our listeners are now ready to try these phrases out for themselves.
It seems we have reached the end of our time together for this specific episode.
I really enjoyed this conversation. It made me feel very inspired about my own future goals.
Now, we have a special challenge for everyone listening at home or on the go.
Please go to the comments right now and write, "In the future, I am going to," and tell us one plan.
We absolutely love reading about your lives, your hard work, and your amazing progress.
Don't be shy because every comment you write is a great way to practice your English writing.
Even a short sentence is a victory in your journey to becoming a fluent speaker.
Make sure to hit the bell icon so you never miss a chance to learn something new with us.
Your engagement helps us keep the English radio channel alive and well for everyone.
Goodbye for now, and remember to keep working toward those beautiful dreams of yours.
Goodbye, everyone, and we will see you very soon in our next lesson.
Stay positive and keep practicing every single day.
We believe in you and your ability to reach your goals.